Okay, I'm sorry. So let me pick back up with where I was saying. I said this is going to be a second clip. Um, so what I want to do with you is, so it's very important, as I was saying, that you do your own work, but watch these videos. Now, where are the videos? If you go, if you log in to Jones, www.jcjc.edu, and go to My Jones and click on Canvas, they have sent you an index card with your login information on how you get into Canvas. When you log into Canvas, click on Courses. When you click on Courses, there, it will take you to the home page. That home page, you will see all of the videos that you will need. Now, the videos are in the order for the sections that we will be lecturing. For instance, in this course, we start out with section 1.3. So the first video you will see after you see these three introduction videos, you'll see section 1.3 video. Now, when I do videos, I try to keep each video under about 20 minutes. The reason is it's easier to upload and get to you. If I make a video an hour long, it makes it extremely difficult to get it uploaded because of a time issue. So I typically keep every video to about 20 minutes. Now, when you watch a section, you will see a lot of these sections have 2 or 3 parts. So you'll see section 1.3, part 1, section 1.3, part 2, etc. My suggestion would be to watch all of that, every video that's in that section. So if section 1.3 has a part 1, part 2, and a part 3, I would watch all 3 videos. I wouldn't just watch part 1 and take all the notes. So if there's 3 videos there, there's a good chance that those videos are probably 20 minutes apiece, roughly. So that's probably about an hour's worth of video. When I lecture during the day here in the summer, the lectures go 2 hours long. So, typically you would get a 2-hour lecture every single day anyway, because the June class in the summer is very fast. You cover everything that we do in this course in 4 weeks. So watch that entire section of videos and write down all your notes. Now, one particular section that's in this course, you will see section 2.1, it has actually 6 parts to it because that's a very big section. So, you may not want to watch all 6 of those. You may want to watch 2 or 3 of them, then go and try to do some homework and then watch the other 2 or 3. But make sure you're watching your videos and taking notes before you go to the homework. Okay, so that's where your videos is located. Also in Canvas, when you go into your course, you will see, when you click on the intermediate algebra course, if you'll click on grades, that is where I will be putting your test grades. Now, you will not have a grade in Canvas until you take your midterm. And the reason is that will be your first grade in here other than your homework. Now, your homework you'll be doing daily. That grade is kept in MyLabs Plus. So, I'll talk about that in just a few minutes. So, daily homework, but you only have 2 major tests. Now, your homework counts 40% of your grade. That's huge. That is a big percentage. Now, that means that if you do all of your homework, and you can make 100s on every bit of your homework, I'll explain that in a few minutes. If there's no reason everybody in this course doesn't walk away with a 100 for their in the course for the homework. So the higher your homework average is, the better, the more wiggle room you have when you come to take the test. Now, you can't make 20s and 30s on the midterm and final and be successful in the course, because those 2 tests are 60% of your grade, 30% each. But, of course, the better you do in your homework, the better that's going to help you in your overall average. But you still need to be able to successfully pass the proctored test that you'll be taking here. Again, the midterm and final. Okay, so that's a little bit about how your, let me think, that's the homework percentage, and that's the videos. Okay, now what I want to do here in just a few minutes is I want to show you now, actually. I want to show you how you get to your homework. Now, your homework is not done in Canvas. Your videos are done in Canvas, but your homework is not. Okay, so let me show you what you do to get to your videos, or to your homework, I'm sorry. Now keep in mind, this is after you've watched your videos. All right. If you'll remember, last week I sent you an email. If you've forgotten it, or find the email where I sent you, it's some point last week. And what I did was I sent you an attachment. It had a Word document, and I told you to print this out. And what I did was I laid out what you need to do every single day so that you can stay on task. Now, this is a handwritten part of what I sent you. I did not print the Word document out myself, but you can find it here. And what this basically is, and you can pause it and look at it if you want to. But what this basically does is it tells you what you need to do every single day so that you don't get behind. Now, that sheet that I gave you, that is the slowest you can go. You can work as far ahead as you want. If you watch all your videos, you can do your homework, you can go as far ahead as you want to go. But this is what you need to do each day to make sure that you're staying on task. One thing that I really want to stress to you, or second thing, one was the videos, is this in the summer classes. Don't get behind. It is very, very important that you stay on task, that you make sure that you are doing, today I wrote on here you need to do section 1.3. Now remember, that means two things. You have to watch all of 1.3 videos and then go into the homework, which I'm about to show you. So, and then if you'll look on the tomorrow, you got 1.4 and 2.1, etc. So that Word document that I sent you, keep a close check on that and make sure that you are staying on task. Make sure that you check your emails regularly because that is how I will communicate with you. Now, on that Word document, I told you that there would be a few days that you will have what I call Q&A days, question and answer days. Next Monday, which is June the 1st, will be a Q&A day. You will find a link in Canvas, just like you signed up for today, where you can sign up on June the 1st. Now, when you look at that, you will see that there's only two tables that you can fill up. One, I think, was at maybe 11:15, maybe 11:30, 11:15, I think, 11:15 to 12:15, or maybe 11:30 to 12:30, I can't remember. But there was two time slots you could sign up. Once, if those get completely filled, then there will be a third time slot that opens up. The reason I do that is because Q&A days, it is not mandatory that you come. You can come if you want to come and you want to ask questions. So you can sign up for either one of those hours, come to the class, and you can stay in here an hour and ask any questions that you want. So June the 1st is a Q&A day. On June the 5th That will be the day that you take your midterm. Now, if you'll notice, there's not a June the 5th sign-up slot, and I'll send you an email reminding you of this. The reason is on June the 5th, I'm going to bring all of you in here at one time, but I'm going to put you in 4 different rooms. So what we will do on that day is, as you come in, I will divide you up into the 4 rooms. Now, I may put something out there for you to sign up just to decide what room you're going to go in. But on June the 5th, from 11:30 to 1:30, very important date there, June the 5th, from 11:30 to 1:30, this is for the day class. That will be the day of your midterm exam. Now, on June the 4th, if you'll look, in your MyLabs Plus, I put a midterm review that's embedded in your homework. Your test will be very, very similar to that review. So if you can do the problems that's on that review, you can do the problems that's on the test. Now, the review is a little bit longer than the in-class test, but still, that'll give you an idea of what you need to know. Now, that midterm review, you can, once you start your homework, you can click down there and start working some of those problems if you want to, because they're in order of the way the course is taught. So, but anyway, so June the 5th, from 11:30 to 1:30, you must be here at 11:30. Must be here at 11:30 on June the 5th to take your midterm exam. Okay, then on June the 11th, that will be a Q&A day. You can sign up. If you want to come and ask questions, you can. You don't have to come if you opt not to. Then on June the 18th, that will be another Q&A day that you can sign up for. And then on June the 22nd, that will be your final exam. That's on a Monday. Now, on that day, you will come at 11:30 also. Everybody will come at the same time, at 11:30 to 1:30, a 2-hour final exam on June the 22nd. Okay, so that's a little bit about the midterm, the final, and the Q&A days. Let me say one more time. Remember the Q&A days, question and answer days, you do not have to come. You do not have to sign. Now, you do have to sign up if you're coming. You can't just show up. So you must sign up, but you don't have to. If you can get your questions answered outside of class, you don't have to drive to campus on those days. I would prefer, if y'all don't mind though, fill up those slots. Fill up all of the first time slot first. The main reason is I can fill this room up if everybody's going to come. No, well, not fill it up, 9 people. So I would suggest that you, do that. So, okay, I think that's pretty much what I needed to give you. Now I got to talk to you about how to get to the homework. If you'll notice over my head here, first of all, remember again, your homework is not done in Canvas. Your homework is done in you go in on the internet. Now, we would suggest, a couple of things. First of all, don't try to do your homework on a telephone or anything like that, a tablet, because a lot of students have trouble with that. I would suggest you use your own personal computer or a laptop. But what you do is you go in through Google Chrome, get on the internet, and use Google Chrome for your search engine. Type in www.jcjc.mylabsplus.com. Notice the S right here on Labs Plus. When you do that, I'm going to show you in a minute what that's going to look like in the next video. It will take you to the Jones homepage. After you go to the Jones homepage, you will see 2 slots. One, I think, is called login. The other is a password. All right, so here's what you use for your login. You use the first initial of your first name. Now, My name is Tim Rayner, but my first name is James. It's James Timothy Rayner. I go by Tim. So right here, I have to use J for James. J Rayner, no spaces, and then the last 4 digits of your ID number, not of your social, of your ID. First initial of your first name, your full last name, followed by the last 4 digits of your ID number. Your password, everybody's password is the same. MyLab123. MYLAB123. And when you do, that will take you to the MyLabs Plus site where you do all of your homework. Now, I'm going to show you what that's going to look like in the next video. But make sure that you log in, and make sure you do that as quickly as you can today. That way, if you're having any login issues or you can't get to your homework, you text me. That'd be the quickest way to get to me, is text me or you call me on my cell phone, and I will, we'll see if we can't get the problem fixed. But we need to make sure that you are ready to hit the ground running no later than by tomorrow. Because if you're keeping up with this on the days, you get very far behind, it's difficult to catch up. I would suggest that you work ahead when you get a chance. But remember that Word document I sent you, it tells you every day what you need to be doing. So don't get behind on this homework. Okay, I think this pretty much gives you everything that you need. And most of you will hear me say this again when you come here after a while. And so you'll hear this stuff. But I still wanted to put it out there for you so that if there's anything maybe you missed. And not only that, there's some of you that's not going to be able to come today because you've been impacted by COVID. And so I wanted to put this out there for you. So, all right, I'm going to shut this video off. The next video will be how do you get to all of your homework. Remember, all of your videos for the math class, they're in Canvas. When you go into Canvas, log in, click on Intermediate Algebra course, there are the videos. Your homework is done in MyLabs Plus. And I'm going to show you how to do the homework, how you enter in answers, things like that. I'll show you what that's going to look like in the next video.